Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. So who wrote Nectar of Devotion?
Rupa Goswami.
Rupa Goswami Prabhupada.
Sri Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada has given the synopsis. The original Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu or Nectar of Devotion was written by
Rupa Goswami.
Rupa Goswami.
Yeah.
And who is Rupa Goswami in the Krishna Leela?
Rupa Manjari.
He's
Is Rupa Manchari. Okay. So today we'll have preface and introduction. So this Nectar of Devotion is basically written for whom?
Devotees, Mother.
for
For all of us.
all of us.
For whom?
For Krishna conscious devotees.
Mataji,
devotees.
Rupanugas.
Those who come under the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Parampara Mataji.
Not only Brahma Madhva Gaudiya, all Sampradayas, Sri Sampradaya, all Sampradayas, who is ready for doing devotional service, right? So for
Rupanugas.
yeah, so basically for practicing sadhakas, for devotees who's ready to okay, so for devotees who's ready to practice devotional service, or for them this devotional service this was written. Okay, so Srila Prabhupada has given a synopsis of it as Nectar of Devotion. So that's why you don't see all the slokas there. Srila Prabhupada have not given us the slokas and all, because it will be too much for us to take. So Prabhupada felt like it's enough to have it's enough to have a synopsis of it. Because what happens when we okay, let me see whether I'll be finishing. Okay, I'll just try to do this part. Okay, so yes, as Prabhu said, we are Rupanugas. Rupanugas means?
Followers.
The followers of Rupa
Rupa
Goswami.
Goswami.
Anugas. So which is the pranam mantra where we chant to get the dust from the lotus feet of Rupa Goswami? Which is that?
Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta
Sri Guru
Padakam.
Shri Padakam. Sri Guru
Vandeham Shri.
No? For Rupa Goswami,
Shri
especially
Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam
Yes.
Rupa Kadamahi Tadati Swapa
Padantika.
Padantik.
Very nice, Sharmila Mataji. Yes. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale. What's the meaning of it? Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam. The Rupa Goswami have fulfilled the desire of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam. Like Manobishtam, he had the desire. And Stapitam Yena Bhutale. Rupa Goswami have established that in this material world. Swayam Rupa, this Rupa Goswami, Katamahyam Tadandi Swapatari. So when will I get the dust of the Rupa Goswami? So every day we sing this Mangalacharan, we don't know the meaning. Shri Chaitanya Manamishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Katamahyam Tadandi Swapatandikam. So when will I get that pada of Rupa Goswami's lotus feet, dust from the lotus feet? So that's what, and all of you are many are preachers here. So whenever you go for the class, okay, you chant Prabhupada's Pranam Mantra, Panchatattva Mantra, all that. But Prabhupada said once, if you think some service is not easy for you, or you think I'm not qualified for this service, then Prabhupada says 2 mantras to be chanted. One is Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya, because you are praying to your Guru. Second is Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Katamahyam Tadandi Swapatantikam. Because Rupa Goswami, when you go to Vrindavan Institute of Higher Education, you see a big picture of Rupa Goswami. That's their logo, Rupa Goswami sitting and writing, because he is actually the pioneer to establish these books or the Vaishnav culture in Vrindavan. Sanatana Goswami, even though eldest, he could not go to Vrindavan first. Why? Why didn't Sanatana Goswami go first? Yes, Kanjan Madhavi.
Mataji, because he was held by Mohammedan government in the jail, so
Very
he has
good.
to.
Yes. So
Yes.
Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami both wanted to go, but Sanatana Goswami was, what was their prior name when they were working for Nawab Hussain Shah? What was their names?
Dabir Khas and
Asa and Sakara Malik.
Dabir Khas and Sakar Malik. So even though born of a Brahmin family, they went into Nawab Hussain Shah's ministership. Why? Why did they go to a meat-eating ruler or being born as a Brahmanas?
They were highly qualified.
They
and-
were. But why do they go there? Okay.
They were
They
threatened,
had not,
Mataji.
Mataji, they had
They were
not met
threatened.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu before.
Yes, Manasi Mataji, I'll take raised hands.
Mataji, because Nawab Hussain Shah forced them.
How? Yes, they forced him. But what was the condition they kept? You're right. Dinesh Prabhu.
Mataji, one reason is that they had not met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu till then, while they were
had.
serving.
They had met in Prayag.
Don't know, Prayag was
Oh,
second
like that.
meeting. Ramkeli was first meeting, Mataji.
Yeah. They didn't
And-
meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but that was not the reason they joined Nawab Hussain Shah's ministry.
They were very learned and capable, and
were.
also
They were.
wealthy
Prafula
also.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. They were
Ah.
threatened by Nawab Hussain Khan that he will kill his followers
Yes.
if they will not stand in the ministry.
Who's this Chitraketini Sevini Devi Dasi? Chitra
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Mataji, Chitra
Oh, you-
Hari
Yeah, you come in your
initiated name.
yeah, all of you come in initiated name. Okay, 1 second. There were 2 devotees who newly joined. Who was that? Saroja Mataji and Hare Krishna. And then who else? There was one more who have finished.
Hare Krishna
module.
Mataji.
Okay, Chakrabarti Prabhu. Okay, these. Okay,
Yes,
you.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Saroja
Krishna.
Mataji.
Yeah, so you both are from Janaki Mataji's batch.
Yes,
You finished
Mataji,
Module
yes.
3 with
Yes,
them.
Mataji.
Okay. So you can join module 4. And what about the other 4 devotees, Ganesh and Prabhu? They have joined from your batch?
Yes,
Who
Mataji,
had-
I have joined.
Okay, Sumana, Akshay, Prabhu. Okay, fine. So that means we have big batch now.
Yes, Mataji, they have joined. I was
Okay.
not, I was talking without unmute. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Thank
no
you.
problem. Okay, Hare Krishna. So, what you do, the Saroja Mataji and Chakrabarti Prabhu and others can, you can fill the Thursday attendance form, okay? We
Okay,
have
ma'am.
clubbed all the 3 batches, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So, Thursday attendance form, you can, not now, after some time, it will be posted.
Okay, Mataji. Hare
Okay,
Krishna.
so they were threatened by Nawab Hussain Shah that if you don't join my ministry, I'm going to kill all the Brahmanas. I'm going to kill all the cows. I'm not going to break all the temples and all those things, he said. He threatened them if you don't join. So because they want to save the other Brahmanas, they forcefully joined. And they had a Gupta Vrindavan. Gupta Vrindavan means a secret Vrindavan place, in the sense a secret place to chant their holy name and everything. And Saranam Goswami, he used to take leave from the office, in the sense ministry, and hidingly he used to conduct Bhagavatam classes at home. And Rupa Goswami finally resigned, and he had that courage to resign. But Nawab Hussain Shah was not leaving Sanatana Goswami, and he was put into a jail. So because of that, Rupa Goswami reached first to Vrindavan, and that's why we have Rupa Goswami as the we are followers of Rupa Goswami, that is Rupanugas. So imagine how our great aparampara is, Brahma Madhogavada Sampradaya, that we are Rupanugas, that is Rupa Manjari, who is very, very close to Radha Krishna. So nectar of devotion is not for public. It's not for public, not for it's only for practicing devotees who is actually chanting 16 rounds and who's serious in bhakti, because that's why, nectar of devotion Prabhupada's classes, someone can share the playlist. There is like 45 audios by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada spoke only in English, nectar of devotion, because he said it's for my foreign disciples who's practicing bhakti, not for public. So nectar of devotion, by those who don't have the hard copy, please do get it. Once a lifetime investment, because this book is a really great asset for all of you. We'll be covering only this 19 chapters of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. There are six different sections of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So what is Bhakti, Rasa, Amrita, and Sindhu? Raise your hands or put in the chat. I will give chance to those who have got chance. All of you have answered. Charu Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Tanut Pranam. Bhakti is the devotional service.
Yes.
Rasa is the mellows. Amrita is the nectar, and Sindhu is the ocean. So it's a ocean full of this nectar. Nectar of
of bhakti, right? Bhakti. So
yes,
bhakti is nothing but devotional service. Okay, it's not just devotional service. And rasa, yes, the mellow, the exchange of mellow. And amrita, the nectar. And sindhu is the ocean. So we have different sections it is divided. One is to understand Krishna's position as Akhila Rasamrita Murti. What do you mean by Akhila Rasamrita Murti? Yes, Saroja
Akhila is world, Mataji.
Yes, Saroja Mataji?
World, Loka, world, Mataji. Akhila.
Akhila means world, but Rasamrita Murti. Suma Mataji.
He is the ocean of all kinds of rasas, Mataji, mellows.
Is the reservoir of all kind of rasas, like Akhila Rasamrita Murti, like all the rasas. Akhila means all, actually, not, yeah. Akhila Jagat means all the world, but Akhila means all, and rasa is the mellows. The Murti, like all the rasas can be exchanged with Krishna, but some rasas cannot be done with Vishnu. Put in the chat which are the rasas which cannot be exchanged with Lord Vishnu, but can be done with Krishna. Yes, Madhurya Ras, good. Then Valsalya, good. Then half of Sakya, not full Sakya, half. Yes, 2.5 rasas is more in Goloka. So he's Akhila Rasamrita Murti, and that's our Prayojana, the ultimate goal. And definition of pure devotional service is also given like Anyabhilashida Shunyam. That's the first verse you have to memorize. Anyabhilashida Shunyam Jnana Karmadana Vritam Anukulyena Krishna Leshilinam Bhakti Ruttama Anya Abhilashida Shunyam. I'll go in detail to this verse in chapter number 1. Just giving you a brief idea. Anya Abhilashida Shunya means no other desire. Anya Abhilashida Shunya, it's zero. Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. Bhakti is beyond Jnana and Karma. And Anukulyena Krishna Shilam. Just one goal, just to please Krishna. Bhakti Rucham. That is the best type of Bhakti. That's like pure devotional service. And that's a requirement to attain the goal. And 6 characteristics of pure devotional service. That's what the first chapter is. So when you read the first chapter, you will get the English meaning of the 6 characteristics of pure devotional service. In the first page, Rupa Goswami has given, right? The first chapter. But these Sanskrit words, I tell you, you can mark it in a bracket. You can write it now somewhere. You can note it. A pure devotional service will take away all the distress from you. That is Klesha Agni. Klesha Agni. Klesha means distress. Agni means to burn it off. Okay, the fire. So Klesha Agni. And Shubhada. All auspiciousness things will happen. What is the third characteristics of pure devotional service?
Moksha Lagukrita Mataji.
Moksha Lagugrit. Moksha Lagugrit means, I'll take raised hands. Moksha Lagugrit means it will make liberation also insignificant. Moksha Lagugrit. Yes, Keshav Prabhu. Nirguna Mataji. What's the fourth one?
It's fourth one is rarely achieved.
Rarely achieved. Sudurlabha. It's very, very rare to get pure devotional service. Sudurlabha. Then, so Kleshagni, Shubhada, Sudurlabha, Moksha Lagugrit.
Then Shanandrana Visheshatma and Sri Krishna Akarshini.
Krishna Akarshini, very good. Sandrananda Visheshatma. That means it will give you a lot of blissful, that happiness. And Krishna Akarshini, it will attract even Krishna. Pure devotional service, nothing will attract Krishna, but pure devotional service will attract Krishna also. Okay. So it doesn't even ask for liberation. That is called Moksha Lagugrita. Okay. So Krishna Akarshini, yes, it will attract even Krishna. So these are some of the characteristics. You won't get this, you won't get the Sanskrit words in your book, but you can note it down. Okay. In the first chapter, this is. We'll come to it next class. Okay. I'm just giving you a brief. So working on the purification process and stages attaining different levels of advancement. Sadhana Bhakti or devotional service in practice. That's what we are doing. Right? So we are doing Sadhana Bhakti. What are the 2 types of Sadhana Bhakti? Raised hands, raised hands. 2 types of Sadhana Bhakti. Charu Mataji. Sunita Mataji. I'll give chance to Sunita Mataji. Yes.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti Mataji, and then sorry.
Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti and
spontaneous that I'm not getting that word.
Yeah, Raga. So Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti means we do it under a spiritual master. So Sadhana Bhakti means devotional service in practice. Okay, practice. So that can be done under a spiritual master. That is called Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. And Raganuga Bhakti means spontaneous. Okay, that's two types of sadhana bhakti. And cultivation of anya bilashita shunyam through engagement in our senses with regulation. So what are the different types of bhakti? One is sadhana bhakti. What are the other two types? Oh, it's given here. Bhava and prema bhakti. Okay. Bhava bhakti means devotional service in ecstasy. That's the preliminary stage to topmost perfection. And prema bhakti is the last, that is devotional service in relationship with Akila Rasamrita Murti Krishna. So preface and introduction. Position of Srila Rupa Goswami. Our position as Rupanugas. We are Anugas. We follow the footsteps of Rupa Goswami. Mahajanina Gagasya Panta. So significance of Sri Rupa Goswami for Gaudiya Vaishnavas is because of Rupa Goswami, we have all these Vaishnav cultures. So Goswamis, the 6 Goswamis, they have, okay, actually we are supposed to offer obeisances to all the 6 Goswamis when we start Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So it is said, Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Paro Premamritambo Niti Dhira Dhira Jana Priya Priyakara Nirmatsarau Pujitao Shri Chaitanya Kripaparo Bhuvi Bhuvo Bhavarahantarako Vande Rupa Sanadana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. So we are paying obeisances to all the Goswamis. Okay. Vande Rupa Sanadana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. So all the 6 Goswamis. Especially Rupa Goswami, because they are the one. Oh, he is the one who actually established the Vaishnav culture in Vrindavan. He wanted to excavate the pastime places in Vrindavan, to write books on Vaishnav culture, etiquette, and also to establish deity worship. Okay, so these are some of the things which Rupa Goswami had to do. All the Goswamis. So we are Gaudiya Vaishnavas, and we come under his teachings. So understanding the term Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, mundane rasa versus spiritual rasa, Srila Prabhupada's mood and purpose in presenting Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu nectar of devotion for us individually as well as society in general. Society in general, yes, anybody can read this book, but especially it's for practicing devotees. Prabhupada says that. Okay, so Krishna is Akhila Rasamrita Murti, means embodiment of all the rasas. So and we can have different rasas with Krishna, the 5 direct primary rasas, 7 indirect rasas, because he maintains the eternal relationship with various devotees. We can serve him according to the rasas. Madhurya, Valsalya, Sakya, Dasya, and Shanta. That's primary. And secondary, Hasya, laughter, Albudha, astonishment, Virya, chivalry, Karuna, compassion, Raudra, anger, Bhayanaga, dreadful, Bibhatsa, and ghastliness. And this Raudra, anger, is also called as, what is that Leela called? There is a temple on that name in Barsana. It is Radharani usually express this rasa with Krishna. Nanjan Mataji. What? Not able to hear you.
Hare Krishna.
Dinesh Prabhu, I can't hear you.
Mataji, Kop Mandir, Kop Bhavan?
No. It's called Man Leela. So Man Mandir is there. So Man, okay, transcendental anger, it's called Man Leela. Okay, so yeah. So the dearest devotee, Srimati Radharani, because 24 hours she is trying to serve Krishna. Okay, so pure devotional service is defined as Anya Vilashara Shunyam. Okay, so you can all have that verse with you so that you can try to memorize these verses. 4 verses have to be memorized from Nectar of Devotion. Okay, so start memorizing, remembering or learning each of the verses, because it's not like Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is little easy, but as you go to Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of Instruction, Upanishads become little tougher. So start practicing now itself, because we'll finish chapters fast and the exam will come fast. Okay, so you should be ready. So can you, someone please, all the admins, please share the slokas to be memorized, that PDF again in the groups. Okay, and I'll be sharing the question bank for module 4. Okay, that is Nectar of Devotion questions, so that you can all start preparing. So Krishna includes all expansion and his devotees. Krishna is never alone. A king never goes alone to any place. No, he always have the prime ministers and ministers. Similarly, Krishna comes with his associates and devotees. So Krishna, when he's doing a pastime with Radharani, there is Rupa Gosa, there's Ashtasakis and Rupa Manchari, Radhi Manchari, all the Mancharis. And when Krishna came in a combined form with Radharani as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, these Mancharis came as Goswamis. So Krishna Anushilana, okay, Anukulana. That means Shilana means cultivation and Anukulana means not like Ravan or Kamsa. Because they were also Krishna conscious. 24 hours Kamsa was thinking about Krishna even before Krishna appeared. Even Ravan was almost thinking of Lord Ram because in a negative way. It was Pratikul in it. So we should not practice Krishna consciousness like Shishupal or Ravan or Kamsa, right? Yeah, they were looking as enemy. See, if we desire to be accepted among such eternally liberated prema bhaktas, then we must be free from any other desire, free from karma and jnana. So these are references quoted by Sri Rupa Goswami from Narad Pancharatra. Sarvopadi vinirmuktam tatparatvena nirmalam rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhakti rukshate. So bhakti flows to Krishna as ganges to sea. So devotees don't deserve any five type of liberation. Why? A devotee doesn't want any five type of liberation. Mama Janmani, it says, no, my Janmani Janmanishwari. Yes, Dinesh Prabhu.
They want to perform eternally loving devotional service of Lord Krishna. They don't want any kind of liberation.
Okay. Kanjan Majaji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Mataji, in liberation form, eternally you cannot serve Krishna. So in liberation form, you will be falling down. So devotees want that eternal association with Lord. So the ultimate goal is to serve the Lord.
Yeah. So the rasa which they get from service is much, much more than the rasa they get from liberation. So a devotee doesn't want any type of liberation. Okay. So, pure devotional service, 6 characteristics is mentioned. That is Kleshagni, Shupada, Moksha Lagugrit, Sudurlapa, Sandrananda Visheshajma, and Sri Krishna Akarshani. Okay. These are the 6 types of pure devotional, 6 characteristics of pure devotional service. Okay. So why is, okay, I'll have a quick discussion here. Why is that somebody committing sin? Anybody can unmute and say. Why is the sin caused? Or
Mataji, because of ignorance. There is no knowledge.
So because of ignorance. Okay, that's the only reason?
Yes.
Desire?
Because of
there is desire to do the sin.
But that comes afterwards, Mataji, desire.
Desires come, but yes, that is one of the reason, no? Yes, then?
Forgetful of Krishna, Mataji.
Forgetful of Krishna, okay.
The relationship is forgot.
Associated with the modes, Mataji.
Eating in the mode of passion and ignorance and dealing with all the non-bhakta.
Contamination of soul. Okay. Contamination of soul by material mode of nature, Mataji.
Envious of Krishna.
Enviousness of Krishna.
False ego, Mataji. That body is everything. False ego.
Yes.
Maybe the karma got fructified, like the prarabdha karma and aprarabdha. Like it got fructified, so they have the intent propensity to commit that activity.
Yeah, what is that stage called? The propensity to do the sin again and again and again. What is that sin that is called, that stage called as?
Kutam, Mataji.
Very good, Kutam. So before that, there is another stage, no? To have the sinful desire, as Mataji said. What is that called as?
Bijam.
Bijam.
There is a seed propensity.
A seed form. Okay. Okay. So that is how it is. Okay. So as Prabhu said, because of ignorance, we feel like doing the sin, or we have the ignorance is the real cause for doing the sin. So there is ignorance. Then after that, there is that is avidya, ignorance or avidya. And because of that, we have sinful desire, which is called bijam. So once there is a desire, you feel like doing the sin and you do the sin. And after that, aprarabdha stage, there is unmanifested reaction. Then you feel like doing the sin again and again. That's called kutam. And the cycle repeats. And finally, you get the reaction that is prarabdha karma, prarabdha reaction, manifested reaction, and there is klesha or suffering. We'll come to that in details. First, before that, I want to give an overview of the 6 Gosamis in Vrindavan. You can see the 6 Gosamis. Actually, nobody knows who is who, but it is said that all of them looks almost like alike, and they were wearing white dress. You know, sometimes you've seen saffron, no? But why is it like white for the Gosamis? I want raised hands. There's multiple. And I want new devotees to answer. Like the same devotees keep answering. Yes, Kripa Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, they are brahmacharis?
They are. Okay, that is one of the reason. But what about this color? Something with the color, Prafula Mataji?
Some of them were married, Mataji.
Huh?
Some of them were married.
Who's married among them?
Raghunath Goswami.
Raghunath Das. But then he was detached actually. Parents made him marry, but he was not actually a grihastha at that time. He just left home and then went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But yes, parents made him marry to stay, but he didn't stay. He didn't even stay with his wife. He was actually staying in the outhouse. So yes. This signifies purity, that's fine. But see, in saffron itself, you get different shades of saffron. White is white. And then if you wear white, you can't make out like how many pairs of dress you have, because every day you're wearing white. And they don't want to get attached even to the color of that, any colors, because they are so detached. They sleep under one tree one night. They keep changing. Why? Because they don't want to develop that attachment to the tree. So in Goswami Ashtaka also I said, Nana Shastra Vicharanaika Nipuno Sadharma Samstapakao Lokanam Hitakarino Tribhuvane Manyo Sharanyakaro Radha Krishna Padara Vinda Bhajana Nandena Matalikao Vande Ropa Sanadana Raghuyugao Shri Jiva Gopalago Nana Shastra Vicharanaika Nipano. So they have studied all the Shastras and Sadharma Samstavago. So they have come for that. So I offer my respectful obeisance to the 6 Gosamis, to Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and Gopal Bhatta Goswami, who is expert in scrutinizingly studying all the revealed scriptures. So that's what we should do. Scrutinizingly study Prabhupada's book. Not just read. We have to make notes and understand. And all the revealed scriptures with the aim of establishing the eternal relationship or religious principles for the benefit of all human beings. They are honored all over the world, all 3 worlds. And they're worth taking shelter of because they absorbed Radha Krishna Padara Vinda Bhajana. Okay, they absorbed in the moods of the gopis and engaged in trance and loving service of Radha and Krishna. And you can see they do Madhukari. They have this pot with water, and also they have the java bags with them. They are always chanting the Lord's holy name, and they sleep only 1.5 hours, 2 hours every day, and they have so much to write. They wrote so many books just to establish what real religion is. Nana Shastra Vicharanaika Nipano Sadharma Samsthavako. And why? Lokanam Hitakarino. They want to simply do welfare activities for people in general. Lokanam. That's the main reason. Formerly, the society was not so much degraded. As soon as you give evidence from Vedic literature, they will accept. So the Gosamis were making research from Vedic literatures like Samaveda, Rig Veda, Upanishads, Vedanta Sutra, Puranas, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavatam. Actually, somebody came to me and said they wanted to learn the Vedas. But actually, it's not needed, because all the Gosamis have referred all the Vedas and given us these books. And Prabhupada have referred to these books of the Gosamis to give us different books written by Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada have written the synopsis of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. The real one was written by Rupa Goswami. So you'll find in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu the evidences, Nana Shastra. That's what Prabhupada says. Yeah. So significance of following Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the... and then there was somebody called Dayananda Prabhu, who actually did the first Ratha Yatra. So he is the one who actually gave Prabhupada the books to print, money to print this Nectar of Devotion. And in the Nectar of Devotion, the first page also, Prabhupada have mentioned this to dedicate to Dayananda Prabhu. So this is the pranam mantra for Rupa Goswami. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Budale Swayam Rupa Katamahyam Tadandi. So because Rupa Goswami have established within the material the mission to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission or desire? What was his desire? Suma Mataji.
Nama Sankirtanam, Mataji.
Huh?
Nama Sankirtanam, Mataji.
Okay, to spread Nama Sankirtan everywhere. Only that.
All should be becoming Goswami.
Sridhar Prabhu, yes. Chitra Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Jivodaya Nama Ruchi Vaishnava Seva. Hare Krishna.
So, Jiver, yes. Jivedaya Nama Ruchi and Vaishnava Sevas. And also he said you should become Guru, right? You said, yes. Prithivitya Cheyata Nagaradagram Sarvatra Prachar Hoy Maranam. So my name should be spread everywhere. And what else he has said? Amara Atne Guru Hanatare Deshyare Deketare Krishna Upadesh. So it's his order that you become a guru and you have to speak about Krishna to everyone. So Swayam Rupa Kadamahya. When will he give me the shelter under his lotus feet? So this verse have to be chanted by all of you, those who go for preaching. When you start the class, you have to, because you have to get the dust from the lotus feet of Rupa Goswami, at least through the prayers. So Rupa Goswami will guide us after that. Okay, you're teaching Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, whatever it is, you have to chant this, at least this one. Shri Chaitanya Manabhishtam Stapitam Yena Bodhale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadandi Swapatani. So teachings of Lord Chaitanya is Bhakti Tattva, Krishna Tattva, and Rasa Tattva. Sri Rupa Goswami is described as Bhakti Rasacharya because he is the one who knows the essence of devotional service. And his famous book, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, is the science of devotional service. And by reading this book, one can understand the meaning of devotional service. So what is the internal position? In Gaura Gunadesha Deepika, it is said Sri Rupa Goswami is the Gopi, that is Rupa Manjari. And Bhakti Rasamrita, the most celebrated book by Sri Rupa Goswami. So you can see, always immersed in writing on the books. Who knows that story? That how Rupa Goswami was served by Radharani. Radharani served Rupa Goswami. Who knows that story? Yes, Nirguna Mataji.
He was chanting under the sunlight was there so much. So Radharani was standing under and kept her chunni, and then
that was it Rupa Goswami? I think it was Raghunath Das Goswami. Okay, this is another story by Rupa Goswami. Who knows? That was Raghunath Das Goswami, yes. The dupatta, that was Radha Rani holding with the dupatta, that was Raghunath Das Goswami. This is Rupa Goswami's pastime is different. Sarvendra Mataji.
Mataji, is it the kheer story?
Yeah. Can you explain?
Mataji, Rup Goswami, he wanted to prepare kheer and he had nothing around. So like one small girl like Lali, she came and she gave all the things like milk and everything. And she said, can I cook? And she cooked everything. And then when Sanatan Goswami, Rup Goswami, he wanted to, serve Sanatan Goswami because it was birthday. So like when Rup Goswami served him, when he took the first, taste, he understood how come it's, it's Srimati Radharani's cooking taste. How come, it's made, so tasty. So he asked Rup Goswami, so what has happened? Who cooked it? I don't think it's cooked by you. So he said one girl, small Lali, she came and she cooked the whole thing. I had nothing, and she brought the milk, she brought everything, and she cooked by herself and prepared it. So this is the thing, Mataji. I don't know whether I'm right or wrong. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat pranam.
Yes, that's the right thing. And yes, so that's how Rupa Goswami got served by Radharani. So yes, because they were really immersed in devotional service, that Radharani came and helped Rupa Goswami. So Sanatana Goswami was so shocked, like, how come you take service from Radharani? We are supposed to serve Radharani. So that was their pastime. But then, because Radharani wanted her devotees, because they are manjaris, no, them to have the prasadam, and so she cooked. And when Sanatana Goswami was eating, actually he became kind of unconscious because that transcendental taste was there, and he knew that it was not done by Rupa Goswami. So he asked. So that is the thing where Rupa Goswami got served by Radharani. So we shall call a society ISKCON. Prabhupada laughed playfully when he first coined the acronym. He had initiated the legal work of incorporation that spring while still living on Bavari. But even before its legal beginning, Prabhupada had been talking about his International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And so it had appeared in the letters to India in a village voice. A friend has suggested the title that what would sound more familiar to Westerners, International Society for God Consciousness. But Prabhupada instructed, no, Krishna consciousness. Why? God is a vague term, whereas Krishna is exact and scientific. And God consciousness was spiritually weaker and less personal. And if Westerners didn't know that Krishna was God, then the International Society for Krishna Consciousness would tell them, and by spreading his glory in every town and village. So this is what, so Prabhupada says ISKCON was not started in 1966 in New York. It was 500 years ago when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with all the Goswamis, they started it. And his spiritual master continued and Prabhupada continued. So Krishna consciousness was Prabhupada's own rendering of a phrase from Srila Rupa Goswami's Padyavali, written in the 16th century. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita, be absorbed in the mellow taste of executing devotional service to Krishna. So this is actually taken from Rupa Goswami in the title. So Bhakti, you can see, which is this place? Anybody can unmute. This is this place.
This is
Samadhi of
temple
Rupa Goswami.
in Mathura, Mataji. Radha Madhav temple, something like that.
No.
Samadhi of
Mandir
Rupa
of
Goswami.
Rupa Goswami.
Yeah,
Rupa
Samadhi
Goswami.
of Rupa Goswami. Where is it?
Vrindavan, Mataji.
Vrindavan.
Which temple? Which temple? Nobody has gone.
Radha Madhav.
Radha Madhav temple.
Radha Madan Mohan temple.
Radha Madan Mohan.
No. Radha Madan Mohan temple is
Radha, Radha Gopinath. Mataji.
Radha Damodar temple. Radha Damodar temple in who have visited this place? Rupa Goswami Samadhi. Can you raise your digital hand? How many visited this place? Rupa Goswami Samadhi. Only 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you should definitely go. Only 4 out of 50, 52. No, you should definitely visit this place. This is in Radha Damodar temple. And just from Rupa Goswami Samadhi, if you just look, you can see Prabhupada's room. Where Prabhupada's kitchen is, Prabhupada have prasadam. Through a small window, he could see Rupa Goswami Samadhi. Now it's completely changed. There's big Panchatatvas there and a very nicely furnished place. Very nice. It is now to do parikrama. So this is Rupa Goswami Samadhi. You can see Rupa Goswami's idol, the Samadhi, and also the beads. So Prabhupada gave the lecture on Nectar of Devotion in English, sitting right in front of Rupa Goswami Samadhi. And Prabhupada used to clean the Samadhi every day night. 2 o'clock, so when Babaji could hear somebody crying, that was Prabhupada, who was sweeping Rupa Goswami Samadhi, begging for mercy, begging for the kripa to go to the West and preach. So that was Prabhupada's special mercy. Okay, so that Bhakti Rasa Sindhu, the Sanskrit word, we have cut short the translation to Nectar of Devotion. Rupa Goswami's purpose is to present the ocean of Bhakti Rasa. Rasa means mellow, the juice. Just like ocean. This ocean has limitation, but that is unlimited. So devotees are compared to what in that ocean?
Sharks.
Shark, Mataji. Pure devotees are compared to shark who settle down at the bottom of the ocean.
Yes, Sridhar Prabhu.
Sharks, Mataji.
Sharks are actually dangerous. Ninesh Prabhu.
Mataji, they are compared to big fishes who normally remain at the bottom of the ocean.
Fishes, actually. Sharks are actually, fishes. So sharks are kind of dangerous. So devotees are compared to the fishes and Mayavadi is compared to
Bubbles,
Bubbles.
Mataji, bubbles.
Because the bubbles will be formed again and again, and they will merge into the ocean, right? They'll break and merge. So Mayavadi is like to merge in the Brahmajyoti, and again they are born again and again. But the fishes, they dive into the ocean to enter to enjoy the nectar. These are all different talks by Srila Prabhupada. So Bhakti means devotional service, as Mataji explained, and Rasa is the mellow or the juice. Amrita is the eternal nectar which we get, and Sindhu is ocean. So that is Bhakti Rasama Sindhu. Please don't keep asking the attendance link. I'll post whenever I want, because I don't want devotees to just come for attendance and go, not attending the class. Okay, so we'll just wait for the attendance link to come, not now. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu compared Bhakti to a great ocean. You're shark in the sense, there is one more place where the sharks are mentioned as dangerous people in devotion. But devotees can be considered to great fishes, big fishes, because they dive deep into the ocean. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu compared Bhakti into a great ocean. When he's speaking before Rupa Goswami, he said it's just like an ocean. So I'll take a drop of it and you taste it. You'll understand what is this ocean. So Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu was written by Rupa Goswami after he spoke to
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For how many days?
10
10
days.
days, 10 days.
10 days.
10 days.
10 days. And how many days did he instruct Sanatana Goswami?
2 months.
Yeah, 2 months.
2 months.
So, 10 days? In 10 days, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I'll give you a drop of to taste Bhakti Rasamrita. Oh, that's just a bindu. Okay, he gave him a bindu and he made it a sindhu out of it. So he gave him a drop. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just gave him the drop to taste the nectar, and then he made it as an ocean. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described a small portion of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu in 10 days. And Bhakti or devotional service, there is rasa taste, and taste is Amrita eternal. If you want to read, if you can read from Chaitanya Charitamrita, the instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Rupa Goswami. If you don't have time, you can go to Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, TOL, that book. It has the discussion between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami in a synopsis way. So rasa. Every service has some attractive feature which drives the servitor progressively on and on. That force which drives the philanthropist, the household, and the nationalist is called rasa, or the kind of mellow relationship who taste is very sweet. So Chapala Sukha means flickering happiness. Relish the taste of a mundane rasa. This material world is called flickering happiness because it's temporary, right? Happiness comes and goes, and it doesn't stay for long. So Bhoga Tyaga has to be done. Amrita, the Bhakti Rasa, however, the mellow relish in the transcendental loving service to the Lord, does not finish with the end of life. It continues perpetually and is therefore called Amrita, that which does not die but exists eternally. Any action performed for the satisfaction of Krishna in this transcendental Bhakti Rasa stage of life can be relished perpetually. When one is thus engaged in devotional service, all varieties of rasas or mellow turn into eternity. So in Preface, Prabhupada says, we are therefore generally called as Rupanugas, or followers in the footsteps of Sri Rupa Goswami Prabhupada. So Prabhupada is not just, Prabhu means God and Pada means a position. So we say Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, our Srila Prabhupada, right? For us, Prabhupada is Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. But Prabhupada is general term that is used for all such acharyas. The present Krishna conscious movement is also based on the authority of Sri Rupa Goswami Prabhupada. So Prabhupada's like, how fortunate we are. Look at our parampara. We have the manjaris in our parampara. So we should be very, very fortunate. And he says that when Prabhupada was translating Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami personally appeared in front of Prabhupada and he could dictate, he was dictating. So that's how Prabhupada got that mercy. Yeah, Prabhupada is, it's not a degree in the acharyas. No, it's just out of respect we call them. Okay, so identify, it's a small breakout room, 5 minutes. Identify, after breakout room, we'll post the attendance link. Identify the reasons for Prabhupada writing Nectar of Devotion based on Preface and discuss how these reasons are relevant for you individually and society at large. Okay. You understood the question, all of you? the reason why Srila Prabhupada have written Nectar of Devotion and discuss how it's relevant for you as well as the society in general. So I'll put the question in the chat. And after that, you can, I'll break you to breakout room. So please join the breakout room. Those who are new, please join the breakout room and have a discussion. Okay. The room will be appearing on your screen now. And you can just go to that room and start discussing. Reason why Prabhupada wrote this and how is it relevant for you in individual, that is personal and preaching application.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandot Pranam Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I lost the connection. I came home, so I lost the connection and I'm not in the group. Thank you, Mataji.
10 minutes got over, so just like that.
Hare Krishna, all are back.
Mataji.
Yes, so you can post the attendance link. Mataji wanted to go. Shri Devi Mataji. Yes. Shuddha Mataji there? Yes.
Shuddha Mataji is not there, Mataji. Her son is hospitalized.
Yeah, but I have come home, Mataji.
Okay, nice.
I'll submit. No, I'll leave after this meeting. I'll go to the hospital. But I've been absent for a long, so I just thought I'll quickly attend this class today.
Nice.
What happened, Mataji?
Mataji is having trouble in breathing. He has bad wheezing, so he's under nebulization and oxygen.
Okay.
He's also having some
Better
issues all put together. Not actually, but yeah, with nebulization and oxygen, he's stable. So my husband is with them. I have come to cook food and I'll run after this class and I'll leave.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll take the discussion towards the end. Okay, so we have Thursday attendance, Monday and Tuesdays. Okay, so all of you please fill it. So we'll finish this and then we'll go take up the breakout room. Okay. So the purpose of Nectar of Devotion, as mentioned by Prabhupada. Okay, I think this is about the discussion. So we'll just have it later. So overview of Bhakti Rasama Sindhu. Originally, the Bhakti Rasama Sindhu, the ocean is divided like the watery ocean into the east, south, west, and north. That's given in the introduction. Okay, so this is not so clear, but we should know that we are dividing Bhakti Rasama Sindhu into 4 phases. Okay, the 4 waves, as you can say. That is east, south, west, and north. Okay, so north, that is Uttara Vibhaga. There is chapters 45 to 51. Then Purva Vibhaga, that is chapter 1 to 19. That's what we will be covering. And Dakshina Vibhaga, chapter 20 to 34. Okay, and they also have 35 to 44. Mukhya Bhakti Rasa. Okay, Mukhya Bhakti Rasa. Okay, so here, chapter 1 to 19, that is Purva Vibhaga. Okay, that's what Bhagavad Bhakti Veda. So that we'll be discussing that, the first 19 chapters. So the first part, there are 4 waves. The first being the general description of devotional service. Second is concerning the regular principles of executing the devotional service. Third wave is devotional service in ecstasy. And fourth is ultimate goal, the love of God. So third is actually the Bhava Bhakti, which we'll discuss. And the fourth is Prema Bhakti. The first is mainly the general description. And second will be the regulatory principles for executing. Okay, that's what we'll be covering with. So this is what I said. Samanya Bhakti, Sadhana Bhakti, Bhava and Prema. These are the 4 things we will be covering. So varieties of devotional service. And Samanya Bhakti we'll see in introduction. And Sadhana Bhakti 2 to 16, Bhava Bhakti 17 to 18, and Prema Bhakti, the last chapter, 19th chapter. So these are the 4 waves which we are going to go through. The first one, there is Samanya, Sadhana, Bhava and Prema Bhakti. So Lord Shri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the cause of all cause, reservoir of all rasas and relationship. That's why he's called Akhila Rasamrita Murti. Akhila Rasamrita Murti. So you can see the exchange of rasas with Madhurya rasas, with the gopis. And with Bhishma Dev also you can see here anger and all that, no? So even that is a rasa. So we can enjoy Krishna's loving service in so many ways. Not only by the embrace of the gopis, but also in the fight with the Bhishma, with Krishna, and piercing the body with arrows. Therefore, Krishna is Akhila Rasamrita Murti. And so Prabhupada says, you should not think that Krishna's pastime with the gopis is different and in the battlefield of Kurukshetra is different. All the pastimes are equal, actually, for Krishna, for the Lord. And there are 12 rasas, either primary or secondary rasa. Any rasa, Krishna is ready to respond. Any rasa you want to deal with Krishna, that is Krishna's position. Okay, so we'll see in lesson 1, we saw the preface that is explaining the term Bhakti Rasama Sindhu and discussing our experience in relishing the rasa with Krishna. and significance of Rupa Goswami in our movement, identifying Prabhupada's purpose in writing. That we'll be having the breakout room discussion. We'll discuss the relevance also. In introduction, we saw the objective of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu with reference to Vrindavana Krishna, that is Akila Rasamrita Murti, and presenting an overview of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the Purva Vibhaga. Okay, so Prabhupada says our philosophy is not to mix up the water superficially, but enter into the water and live there like fish, big fish. That's what I said. So devotees are like big fish. But if we remain superficially, small fishes will be on the surface. As we grow in devotional service, we advance, we need to dive deep. So if you remain superficially on the water, then you will be evaporated again and again and thrown outside. Come as river. You coming and going repetition of birth and death will not stop. One should become a big fish. There is no evaporation. So don't be misled by this Mayavadi philosophy that you will fall into the water. These things are explained in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by Rupa Goswami. So we'll quickly take the breakout room discussion. And next week, please read chapter 1 and come. Which attendance form is not opening, Hemu Mataji? Which batch? Which batch is not opening? All the batches are opening. Attendance sheet, link. Tuesday. Mansi Mataji, Tuesday link is opening, right?
Yes, Mataji. 9 devotees are filled also.
Yeah, so Hemu Mataji might be just try to log in through another device or might be some issues. Okay, so we'll quickly take the discussion to breakout room. 1, that is Chitra Mataji, Hemu Mataji, Prafula Mataji, Subha Mataji, Sumana Mataji, and Supriya Mataji. Who's speaking?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, can I leave?
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada wrote the nectar of devotion so that we can know various stages of devotional service. And it is only for our guidance to progress in devotional service and to develop Krishna Prema. And it is to give us a principle to promote mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cult and his mercy so that we can be elevated to pure devotional service. And it is, as name suggests, it is nectar, it is eternal, and in the devotional service of the ocean of devotion. Like the mundane or in our family, we have exchange of rasa. It is higher taste and higher exchange of rasa in spiritual life, so that we can feel and we can know the significance of the rasa and we can realize this rasa. This much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Room number 2, who is speaking? Yes, Manasi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, I have made a drawing also, so I would like to present a drawing also along with the explanation. Oops. Yeah. So in this drawing, it is explained that first of all, it is presented in a synopsis way, like it is very short and it is not like very like the real nectar of devotion, because we cannot handle it. We are not on that level, so it is not present. It is not like that elaborated, because we cannot understand it in a detailed way. So that's why it is presented in a synopsis. Second thing is that understanding the mellows of devotional service in a very easy way, because we cannot understand the devotional service like very easily, but Srila Prabhupada has been very merciful and he has presented this nectar of devotion so that we can understand about devotional service and its mellows in a very easy way, like Shanta, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya and Madhurya. These are the 5 different rasas in which we can serve Lord Krishna in devotional service. And the third one is, it is made for the practicing devotees who are seriously practicing Krishna consciousness. and it elevates us in Krishna consciousness. Like it tells us points that can help us to advance in our Krishna consciousness journey. It can help us to elevate ourselves on the path of devotional service. And last but not the least, it does not contain any shlokas. The original one written by Rupa Goswami contains, but Srila Prabhupada has not added the shlokas. Like the first point was there, because we cannot handle it. It is very in a high transcendental stage. It is just presented, the meaning is only presented. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Lovely.
Hare Krishna, good. Okay, so what? Room number 3 with Dinesh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
We have not made any presentation because time was very short. So
Yeah.
there are two parts of this issue. First is the reasons for Prabhupada's writing this Nectar of Devotion and how these reasons are relevant for us, ourselves, society, and also for preaching purposes. This was the issue. So in a short time, we had a small discussion. And first reason for writing this is that he was in United States. He found that there was a lot of material entanglement, but still nobody was very happy or contented, because whatever they were, whatever they were relishing was just chapal sukha or bhoga tyaga. So they were in an eternal search for something which was permanent. So Prabhupada, therefore, he thought that he should give them something which lasts for ever, and even not only in this life, but also it continues in next life also. And also in next life, the devotee, after learning this process of devotional service, is also guaranteed a human birth next life. So all activities performed in bhakti or devotion or devotional service, they are like Amrita. So now, second point reason was that every individual has a propensity to love someone. But the problem is that we do not know whom to repose this love in. So whenever it is in mundane level, it is always frustrating. But when we come to Krishna consciousness, if love is reposed in Krishna consciousness as a matter of devotional service, then it is not only elevating, but it is eternal also and guarantees human. In Krishna consciousness, the senses get purified, number one. And also, the third reason is that because he was there in US, and then he wrote in English for the benefit of practicing devotees. Basically, it was not for common public only. And bhakti basically is auspicious. So all kind of kleshagnis, all kind of anarthas, they get removed by this kind of bhakti. So these are some of the reasons. And also one reason was that God cannot be realized through normal devotional service. God can be realized only through self-control for consistent effort, and also by serious practice of devotional service to Lord, then only God can be realized. So with these reasons, and these, when one starts loving Krishna or renders loving devotional service to Krishna, that means he loves himself, he loves his colleagues, and also he loves everybody in the society. When it is done, there shall be peace and harmony in the society, and everything will be peaceful, and it shall be elevated environment all over the material world. Materialism will go, spiritual life will begin. So this is what we have discussed and noted down.
Yes, yes. Sharmila Mataji from next room number 4.
Yes, Mata.
Okay.
Yeah. So Prabhupada has written this Nectar of Devotion for the preservation of Vaishnava philosophy. Like Prabhupada writes that he wanted to present this book to preserve and propagate the principles of devotional service as described in the Vedic scriptures. The next is he wanted to present in a systematic way, how to spread Krishna consciousness. And NOD, it also teaches all how to perform natural and in a simple way how to love Krishna, the simple method how to love Krishna. And it is providing guidance for devotees. Prabhupada gives direction to sincere devotees who are seeking understanding and practice of devotional service. He wants to avoid all the misconceptions. And he wants to share like the mellows relished in transcendental service of the Lord it doesn't finish with the end of life, and the benefit for readers from all backgrounds. And Prabhupada mentions that this book is written for the benefit of all humanity, regardless of their religious or cultural language. Since Sanskrit is difficult to understand, so Prabhupada has translated in English for easy understanding. This is what we could do, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, what about the room number 5?
Hare Krishna Mataji. I'm
Yes.
from room number 5. Yes. So originally this book was written by Rupa Goswami, and it was on a higher level, quite complicated, which we might not be able to understand because we are not on that level. So that was one of the reasons why Srila Prabhupada made it more simple and simplified it and laid down the basic guidelines so that any practicing devotee can easily understand and start following it step by step. It's basically it's for all those devotees who are practicing and who are devoted to Lord Krishna, and it's a process by which you can do devotional service in a purest form. Now it is also for devotees so that they can progress from the first level to that level where they can reach that stage of pure devotional service. Now, if you're reading this book, it brings you to an auspicious life by removing all kinds of anxieties. The person will have a transcendental life and a transcendental existence without having or without craving for moksha or liberation, because that's what people crave for. They want liberation, but a person who's in devotional service will not crave after liberation, but he will crave after devotional service to the Lord. And by doing that, he will be situated in a perfect form of serving the Lord. And that will make him happy. He will be happy just serving the Lord. So there are different rasas, even that we are following different rasas right now while we are in this world. We have the family, we have the society, we have the community. We are trying to make everyone happy and we are trying to love everyone. But these are all temporary and they're not going to give or they're not going to yield any results. We are just going to be stuck in this birth and death situation all the time, and it's not going to give us any kind of happiness or peace. So how to guide these rasas that we have, or how to guide the purest love rasa towards Lord Krishna, is actually the basis of this book, and it gives us guidelines for that. And the goal the goal of our life should actually be to love Krishna and not loving society, loving family. The main aim should be to love Krishna. Ganeshan Prabhu just gave a small analogy as well, which is a very nice one, that when a stone is thrown into the water, ripples are formed in the water, and that ripple keeps on expanding until it reaches the shore. So it's basically it gets fulfilled once it reaches the shore. So the same way we are trying to love society, love our family, love community, and that just keeps on expanding and expanding. But if it's not given a proper direction, we will not reach the shore. So that we have to direct that love towards Lord Krishna, and that is what Srila Prabhupada has given us in this book, which is the Nectar of Devotion. And Srila Prabhupada guarantees us the lotus feet of the Lord if we continue our devotional service. And this book is the basis of all of it. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Nice analogy. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I am from room number 6.
Yes.
Prabhupada has written this book for those people who loses faith for Lord, who are losing faith for Lord, and not for the devotees, neophyte devotees. He has written this book only for devotees, and it will help. This book will help us for preaching people, and we read this book. It is very, very simple, and we can stabilize our connection with Krishna, and we can start pure devotional service also. And second part is, by reading this book we can start Krishna consciousness, and we can realize Shishtastakam also. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yes. Any more group left? Last group? Or is it done? All the groups are done? So Pampa Mataji was from room number 6, is it?
Yes, Mataji, I am from room number 6.
We have one more room, 7. Akshay Prabhu, Alka Mataji, Gunashri Mataji, Gayatri Mataji, Rashri Mataji, Neeraja
Yes,
Mataji,
Mataji.
and Sarvanidhi Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Who's
Mataji, there are two parts. The first part I will try to answer. Second part, Akshay Prabhu is telling Mataji. The
Okay.
reasons for writing this book. This is for our guidance that Srila Rupa Goswami prepared this book. And then in order to establish the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on the authorized principles of Vedic knowledge. Yes, Mataji. Then for elevating everyone to the exalted post of a Goswami is taught in this book. And also to explain the Bhakti Rasa versus material Rasa and practical hints to live in material world by devotional service and to understand the original love in 5 different rasas. Then how to love all the living entities, and the last point is to improve devotional life of practicing devotees. This much we discussed, Mataji.
Okay, so who's continuing? Akshay Prabhu. Or- I can't hear you, Mataji. Are you done?
Yes, Mataji, I told the points of first part of the question. Akshay Prabhu was ready to say it.
Second part.
Yeah. Akshay Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, it says discuss how this real self-learned for to you individually means, it says simply Mataji, association of person first thing among the 4, doing devotional service, preaching the knowledge to the person who are unknown, and surrendering yourself to Lord Mataji, individual. And society, it's very difficult actually to do, but slowly slowly by transforming, by having webinars, by importance we can do for Mataji regarding the society as a large, right? It says here large, but we can do as a small groups and like spreading the awareness, sharing the knowledge, spreading the awareness, importance of it. Bring back to the roots, Mataji. That's Hare Krishna Mataji. That's my view. I'm done, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so finally, we saw how Prabhupada, wrote Nectar of Devotion, and for whom, for practicing devotees. And it is very important to read it so that we understand how to actually practice Bhakti. So it is for serious candidates, and sometimes we should not take it as exaggerated things, but that's what we will be able to handle only the first 19 chapters, because already we reached Prema Bhakti. And after that, you're interested, you can read. But as Bhakti Shastri curriculum, it's not included. So if you want, you can actually go read through it. So I'll post the question bank. So the verse has been posted by some admins. They already posted. So start memorizing the slokas. Okay. Yeah, we'll be doing only the first part. That is 19 chapters. First 19 chapters. Yes, Keshav Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, this regarding OBS, if you post it at the beginning itself, we get sufficient time so that when
Yeah,
you
now
finish
itself
the
I'll
chapter,
do.
when
I'll
you
do
finish
it
the
now.
chapter, we can submit that OB also. It will be very fast.
Yeah, I'll do that now. But
Thank you.
when is the third module closed book? We need to do it fast.
29.
29 Mataji, 29 February.
29.
Actually, it's a lot of time. We should not, because it's only 25th of Jan now. 1 month. Because you are already reading Nectar of Devotion now. So try to pre-pond it, but do it fast. Do the preparation fast so that it's easy. Okay.
We can
We
have
can
this
prepone it,
slokas
Mataji, because
also,
otherwise
Mataji.
we'll forget that one also. It is in memory now. At first, as we can write, it will be
That's
better.
what. So next module 3, module 4, don't clash it. Actually, we're supposed to finish module 3 and then go to module 4. That would be always nice for you. so that you can completely concentrate on NOD. Now it's like level module 3, Bhagavad Gita is there, NOD to be read. So it will clash. So better to finish fast.
Mataji, 8th Feb. Mataji, if we can take the exam on 8th Feb.
Yeah, just try to prepone. We'll just take the maximum vote for next month, next class, and then we'll decide, okay? Because 29th is too far away. Okay, so
we can
you
have it middle of February.
little early. Might be, yeah, towards the middle of the Feb or something. So it's better for you also because so that you can completely concentrate on NOD. Now, when you read NOD, module 3 will be always in your mind. You have to give the exam. Some of them have already finished exam with Subhuti Prabhu and all. It's good for them. They can completely concentrate on NOD. Yeah, so I'll share this question banks, but then unless you finish module 3, it's difficult for you to concentrate on this. Okay. Any other questions or any discussions, or are we done? 4 slokas from NOD or only 3? 4, no?
Mataji, 4.
Yeah, 4 slokas. It's there.
Mataji, Shaloka's exams is in mid of Feb. Shaloka's exams, the date is in mid of Feb.
Theory.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Third module theory.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji,
yes.
can we get the presentations in PDF form?
Presentation?
What you cover, the slides in the class?
No, it cannot be shared.
Okay.
You have notes, no? You have the book, no? So you can just go through the book.
Yes.
Okay, Hare Krishna, everyone. I think we can. Yeah,
Mataji, I had some problem in uploading the. I had helped Mataji, Lakshmi Mataji in uploading hers. Then when I wanted to upload mine, it was not allowing. So I did it from another device, but that had another email ID.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's okay, Mataji.
Now it's okay, but towards the end, when you give your name for the certificate, you should give the right email ID. Now for attendance, it's okay, that email.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranam.
Yes, Mataji.
For the open book test, question, right?
I can't hear you. Your voice is breaking. Some network problem.
I think that was the last test.
I can't hear you. It's breaking, Mataji. You can chat. Type in the chat, might be.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, today when we uploaded it, it said it is question number 1. Is it okay, Mataji? Third module, 01.
That's okay. That's fine. The form is what is important. Might be some typing error. Okay, Hare Krishna. I think we can close here. Okay, that form can I close? That see, it's all getting delayed just because you are postponing. So the second question of module 3 open book, 25th was the date I told, but then someone requested for this weekend also.
Yes, Mataji, I requested till this weekend also.
So till 29th.
Mataji, till 31st Mataji.
We keep on postponing. What happens? The whole module gets postponed. And finally, when will we finish? We have to finish fast. Okay. Till 31st. But I won't be giving this exemptions in NOD. Okay. NOD, it's going to be very strict. Because serious study has to happen. And start memorizing the sloka. Might be you can read chapter 1 and also come with start preparing that first sloka. Jnana karma dhanapridam anukulena Krishna Shilna Bhaktirutama. If you memorize the verse and come, it will be easy for me to explain. Okay. Okay, I think we can end here. Here's Deval Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can you please share your audio of recitation of the NOD shloka? What meter?
Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining.
Module 3 was.